And hello everyone, Kryptonite's here. Happy Saturday night, evening to you. I wanted to get a video out before I left for work, and I'm only on my second cup of coffee, so you're going to have to pardon me if I sound a little sleepy and out of it. But I wanted to do a quick video about Apex Trader, and basically why I think I'm going to switch over to this and just drop Crypto Hopper entirely. I know I said I was going to do a contest between the two, but watching this thing in action the past couple days, personally, for what I want, this is a superior product. So really quick, Apex Trader, from my understanding, was created by Splinter Group off of Crypto Hopper. And I'm going to be, like I said yesterday, this is just a whole lot cleaner of an interface to me. Really quick before I forget, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. These are just my opinions on the current market, my opinions on, different bots, and, how I see the market and what I'm doing, and what you want to take away with it. Is what you take away from it. And I just, hope maybe, whatever I'm doing, you can take with a grain of salt, do your own research, and go from there. So with that said, just really quick, I'm going to touch on the market. Bitcoin this morning had a really good push. I was really happy to see that. We did overnight test down to 6,800, and what was it last night? Either way, and we held. Bitcoin held the line, and from there we've been kind of consolidating and working our way steadily up. And this is what I like to see, is not before in the past you'll see these huge candles going up hundreds of dollars, and then a little consolidation, and then huge candles. This is more, to me, of a healthy market, a healthy trend upward, and this is why I'm still feeling we're in a bear market, but this is giving me a bit of hope that maybe we're finally breaking that trend. The only time you see any large candles is when we have to break a resistance. We did hit 72.75 at peak with this candle wick this morning, and then since then it's sort of been a fight between the bears and the bulls to get back up to that 7,200 level. I don't mind a little consolidation. I think that's healthy. We're still pretty close to 7,200, and so it's not like it was immediate reprisal and then we just got dropped like a stone back down. So my feeling and sentiment on this right now is, if we can even spend the next 24 hours just kind of going back and forth and letting Bitcoin do its thing, and then over for the next few days see a good break into 7,200, and then it stay there, we have a really large gap between the 7,200 and 70 of support, and then we'd have a 7,750 of would be our next resistance level. So that's a really big area in between. I think it's somewhere between 5 to 7%. So you'll see some continued up and downs in the altcoin market. As you can see right here, that sea of green we were seeing the other day. And again, it's more of a mixed bag. Our dominance, let me just refresh the screen real quick. Our dominance is at 52.3%, so that's good. I haven't seen a volume on a Saturday, above 12 billion in a while, and we're sitting at 13.5 billion on our volume. So there's definitely, as we can see, money going into the altcoin market. It's not just about Bitcoin. We have seen some drop, but we are above 50%. So please still be careful in trading with your altcoins. As you know, these things can drop like a stone in a moment's notice. It's sort of like Thanos at the end of Avengers 4, just snapped the fingers and, half of the universe died. So, altcoins are still risky. Show caution. That's how I'm approaching it. Yes, I'm still trading and I'm still taking my chances, and that's part of the game when you're trading in altcoins with a dominance that high. But you still need to just be aware of the market and be ready to panic sell, through your bot if that's how you're trading. If we start to see a massive drop in Bitcoin, because as you know, once that happens, the altcoins will go straight, to the naughty chair. So anyway, with that said, back to Apex Trader. Just flat out, I love this bot. This bot is exactly what I've been searching for, and this is why. All right, now, first of all, yes, as I've been saying, this is a much cleaner and easier to read screen. The layout's really nice. With Crypto Hopper, you have to go to info to get the majority of the information on it, whereas Apex Trader, everything's right there. Your purchase price, if you set it as a limit sell or a profit, or even, if you're doing a trailing loss or whatever, it'll tell you what the target is, where your trailing loss target would be, because I was trying that for a while, and then what the current price is, and everything's just right there and clean. Even, going into the details of it, it's just so much easier to read. I like that. I also like this up here. With Crypto Hopper, you have to wait for the screen to load, this and that. Here, it's just a simple click and everything's right there. I like the performance to me area, where in Crypto Hopper it's stats. This is, again, so much easier to read. It tells me the date, how much I've had invested, what I received, and then it tells me that day what my profit or loss would be. To me, that's just awesome. I don't have to do the math, or try to figure it out or add up all the coins or everything. It's right there. Or try to, play around with the mouse until I can actually get it on the right spot to read the graph. This is nice. My average profit per trade. And then here's the big thing that, I noticed, because I want a bot. To me, a bot should be doing a whole bunch of transactions in a day, because I'm not trading hundreds of dollars. I'm trading cents right now. I did yesterday or this morning give Apex Trader pretty much the reins. So I upped my average position to 0.005, which is last time I checked, a little over $40 per trade, or $38 per trade. So at 1.5%, I believe I'm making somewhere around 55 cents a trade, which is, to me, I won a bunch of trades. So for every 2 trades, I make over $1. That's awesome. This is just a whole lot cleaner, and I've never hit, like Friday, I had 41 trades with Apex Trader. And, maybe I just didn't have a setting right in Crypto Hopper or anything like that, but this is what I want from a bot. I want to see 40, 50, 60 trades in one day. That's where I'm going to make my money. It's all based on compounding interest, essentially. To break that down, and I know, this is just a fictional scenario, but to give you an idea, if you have $1,000 into an account, and that account earns 4% every day, right? Or no, we'll make it simple, 10% every day. So the first day I have $1,000. At the end of the day, I just earned 100. So the next day, that percentage is going to be based off $1,100. So I'll make $110. So then the next day, that's $1,210 that interest is based off of. It's the same thing with a bot. Is all the Bitcoin that you've earned, your profit, goes back into the kiddie pool, and that gives you that much more to play with. So if you can earn a position every 2 to 3 days, that just, again, compounds. So, that's what I want to see out of this bot, and this bot's fast. It's also, to me, a lot more intuitive, whereas with Crypto Hopper, it would buy in positions, and then you'd see it drop, right? And then it could be there for hours and hours and hours, even on a really good market. The market's on the upswing. It would still take a long time for you to see, a good profit from Crypto Hopper. Now, granted, right now, these are, some long numbers, but, trading's been in the red for most of the, since the push up to 7,200, we've been in the red. And you're going to expect to see, we have altcoins in the red, so that means that there's a lot of selling and buying going on, which is going to, make going anywhere a little difficult. But if I come down here, again, it's more than 5 trades, and it shows me each trade. And it went through and got rid of, some of my longer ones I got stuck in. But, 2 hours, 4 minutes, 28 minutes, an hour, and 39 minutes. So really, nothing more than 3 hours, I think, is a good target to have. And a lot of times with Crypto Hopper, stuff could be sitting there for 4 or 5 hours. It was really difficult to see a high turnover for Crypto Hopper, and that's part of the reason why I had it at 2%. Here I've been keeping Apex Trader at 1.5% on a limit sale, and it's been doing pretty good for Saturday. I got almost 30 wins, and I still have a couple hours before the end of the day, so I could see that magic number of 30 hit. I like that. I really do. This is everything I've been looking for in a bot. Here, you just slide over to indicators, and instead of having to go through each and every one, you just scroll down real quick and see where everything's at. Again, the indicators aren't really showing anything because, we're just not really going anywhere at the moment. You can have your triggers. Gives you my balances, just like Crypto Hopper or any other bot, what I got going on here. And even the settings, really quick, bam. The other thing I like about this is I can choose, instead of having to pick out each individual coin, I can say, I want the top 75 volume, the ones with the best percent change. It gives you options. It'll automatically, choose those for you. The one thing you have to watch out with this is it will pick Tether, and the most I've ever personally seen Tether do is 15%. So you want to make sure you go in there and unclick it and pick a different coin. So, yeah, this is just overall, I like it because it's cleaner, it's faster, it seems to be more intuitive to the market. And then here's the big thing, $35 a month. And you get 75 coins, and it doesn't, the reason why I picked a Kangaroo subscription, one of the main reasons with Crypto Hopper was the time it scanned the market. If you're going to be serious about this and you want to make some good money, to me, having it scan every 15 minutes or every 5 minutes in a market that can change in 30 seconds, there's a lot of risk with that, and you're losing a lot of good opportunities as well. This seems to be almost in real time with the market. I like that. Seriously, it's like this will change as the market changes and let me know my positions in real time. All for $35. Granted, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles like signals, a few other things, but I'll be honest with you, you think that signals are great, but if you actually, and I tried them out for a while, and I really don't feel I was 100% getting my money's worth out of that. So, at the end of the day, $100 for maybe, my average maybe would be 10 to 15 trades in a day. With Crypto Hopper, I think maybe 20 once or twice. Whereas with Apex Trader, it's $35, and I'm seeing, more than 20, the past 2 days, 28 and 41 trades. That's a big difference. You can easily make up the cost of Apex Trader in a few days, depending on how much you're trading with. And with Crypto Hopper, you are having to trade for a longer period of time to make up that money. So you're in the green. It's just basic cost that you have to take out before you can really look at your profits. So more than likely, I've pretty much turned off buying on Crypto Hopper. I'm just waiting for Bitcoin Gold to go into the positive and sell that, and I'm probably just going to let my subscription run out. Yesterday I made $7 and some change off of a much lower exchange rate. I was only doing 0.3 yesterday, which was like high teens. I think it was like, I want to say it was like 16 cents, 18, or I was making like 16 to 18 cents per trade, or roughly to that. It's not, the math's not perfect, so excuse me. But 41 trades, $7. That's not bad, and that's what you want out of a bot. A bot's supposed to be a lot of trades at pennies, but you're gonna make a lot of money off of that. My goal is to start, to get to a point. My first goal is to get to a point where my average trade is $1 or a little bit over. And then, even let's say my average trade per day is 30 trades per day, that's $30 a day. And then, 3 times 7, or 30 times, 3 times 7 is 21, so that's $210 a week. That's not bad for not doing much. And the other thing too is, with the strategy that I'm using, which was created by Venom, I don't have to, I still have to pay attention to the market and everything, but I don't feel like I constantly have to adjust this. This seems to be doing pretty well on its own. So that's my feelings on Apex Trader. I like it, and you guys, feel free to check it out, and make your own judgment out of that. But it does come with a 6-day free trial. There's no limitations to it, unlike Crypto Hopper, where your free trial, it's 30 days, but it scans the market every 15 minutes, so you really don't get a good feel for it. Whereas here, I've been using it. Let's see, I got 3.81 days left, so I've been using it for a little over 2 days, and I have a good feel for this now. I've seen what it's like in a downtrend market. I've seen what it's like going into an uptrend market, and for $35, it's doing exactly what I want, and it's a lot cheaper than Crypto Hopper. So there's my assessment on it. You guys take with it what you will. I'm not going to do any news today. I don't have a lot of time. I actually have to get ready for work now. So you guys have a good weekend, and if I can, I'll post up tomorrow, let you know how things are going, and I'll talk to you then. Crypto Nights out.